Hey everybody and welcome back to Blairlex Reacts. Today we're going to be reacting to one of my favorite videos on the internet. Before you had your PewDiePies, and before you had your Jacksepticeye's, and before you had your Blairlex, right? You had Let's Players like Steve Jenkins. He was truly one of the pioneers in Let's Playing technology. You know, like probably one of the first people ever to play Oblivion Skyrim. Probably the only games out here which he has done all by himself and finished from start to completion. If there's one thing that I would like to show you today, it is this masterpiece of a video. You know, like, I don't always get to react to videos that are just this good, but today I'm reacting to one of my favorite series on the internet. Oblivion series, Let's Play Part 1. So, without further ado, I will let him get into the video.
Some The Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I'm going to make a let's play of this, and let's start a new game. Alright, so I'm pretty much doing this just because I've always wanted to do a let's play of Oblivion. Well, not just of Oblivion. Actually, I want to do Minecraft one, but the mod I was going to do the let's play pretty much based around is it can only work on one world, and that was just going to be my personal world. It was going to be the LP world with the mod, and just because you can't change it, make another world, and I'm pretty far on that one world, but I'll probably put a link in the description of that Minecraft mod. It's a very cool mod, only halfway done, very ambitious, very fun. So I'm using...
Now you may be thinking here, well, why doesn't he just do the Minecraft Let's Play anyway? But let me tell you why that isn't a thing. You see, in the old days of 2011, right, Let's Playing was a competitive battleground, right? You had to claim what Let's Play that you were gonna do before you even done it, right? The reason why Dr. Jenkins, Stephen Jenkins, was the only person ever to Let's Play fucking Oblivion as the Vaporwave Man was because he called it before everyone else, right? Like, literally, he was very close to getting Minecraft, but then the cheeky sea-nanners got it right from under him and made a Minecraft empire. I mean, look at him now. Gary's mod videos. You know, they say you should always go back to your roots, and, you know, this is my roots right now.
A modded version of the Oblivion. This is Race. I downloaded it and I liked all mods I use are linked in the description, including the new starting out mod. I was gonna make this guy. Let's play. No, I'm gonna name him the Doctor. And if anybody you know what shows that from, you can guess what kind of mod I have. Let's see. Okay, he's bald, so hair colors is gonna be black. Yeah. There we go. Age, just make him, complexion doesn't do anything really. Just makes him fatter, darker. There we go, complexion. Alright, what this mod is, you start out on a ship. And it's just, you start on a ship, you have immigration papers, and... Sorry, I'm just resetting it so my caps lock isn't always on, that just annoys me. You start in a little room, you know, the business, and you have immigration forms, which you change everything. Birth sign, I feel like making a mage.
Now you see, right here, it really shows that Oblivion was ahead of its time in the gaming marketplace. Before there was any of this, you know, SJW, you know, like, hey, you're not a woman, you're a man, or no, I'm a helicopter, right? Fucking Oblivion carved the way. so people could be whoever they wanted to be. It didn't matter what race you wanted to be, what sex you wanted to be, even if you wanted to be a Time Lord, you could just do it with Oblivion. And honestly, that's what being ahead of the time means.
I'm also using a mod that has 15 new classes. I'm going to be, I think I might be a Daedra Hunter. Mercenary, that's a good class. This is another one of those. Alchemy, Destruction, Alteration. Alright, yeah, this is going to be what I am. A mercenary, just because, yes. And also, this mod also adds something else to start you out with. You can continue the game's original main quest. It'll show you. And you can do social status. What are you in your... What's your social status in life? And since I actually am like a warrior, I am going to be click warrior. Obviously, it's like any combat experience you have. If you do veteran or this, you get I think on my other world I did this one, then you get Legion armor, but I'm going to special operations just because that sounds cool. And comfortably off, just because. And I always go into Imperial City just because it's easy. You can choose to start off with a disease, which is pretty nice. You can start with whatever, you know, if you want the blight or hemophobia or something. You can start with the vampire's disease, but I don't want anything like that. Now which I'm done, so you just go lay in the bed. Jeez, 5 FPS, Jesus Christ, faps. It's probably because I'm running my PC on high settings. I forgot to change it to medium before I did this let's play, but I had a strange vivid dream, blah blah blah. You just see him, and then blah. And you can just go in the sewers are unlocked, and you'll get the amulet. And let's see, darkened, ooh, this is very good. Got a lock, ooh, so with all lockpicks. Let's take all. Oh my. Ooh, that looks good. Also, I don't have that blindfold thing. I would like it. If the creator of this mod ever sees the Ancients mod, if you could make it just so you can just see his eyes or something. Just bald, pretty much. That would be nice. And just give him a dagger. Start off with some good spells. Frost, Flare, very easy lock, Protect, and TARDIS. So, if you know what the TARDIS is, well, I like you. It's part of one of my favorite shows ever, called Doctor Who. It's very good sci-fi, British comedy. Well, I said comedy, I don't even know why. There's some comedic elements, but it can create very serious, dark, adult tone. And sometimes it seems maybe a little bit for kids, but still very all-around good show. If you're a good sci-fi fan, you should watch it. It's on BBC America, and very cool thing. Also, if I'm about to die, once I activate the TARDIS, which I'm actually going to do now. Hello, bunch of people just standing here.
Hello.
She's in the sorry, it's me babbling. Anyway, Doctor Who, very good show. BBC America. By saying this, I'm not trying to claim any rights or.
And just like that, the video ends. For you see, in 2011, there was this thing called YouTube. 5-minute videos are the only videos that you can do. So they're always split up in 5 minutes. So whenever somebody would end their video at the end of 5 minutes in the middle of a conversation, you had to wait until the next video appeared. Until the next video appeared, until you could figure out what they were saying, right? You are all so spoiled now that you get these 20-minute videos on Blairlex and PewDiePie.com. I just see, in the olden days, we had to wait. We didn't have the equipment. We didn't have any of the, respected stuff that everyone else had. We had a tin microphone and a heart. But all you needed to be a good YouTuber when I was a young boy was that all you needed was a heart of gold and an American accent. Let's watch the next video.
thing.
Oh, hold on. See, we didn't have this in the olden time either.
American wants to sue me or anything, but yeah, very, very good sci-fi show if you're into sci-fi, fantasy, any of that kind of stuff. You should watch it. It's about an alien. He's alien, but he looks human, and he can regenerate. And also, if I come close to dying with this mod, it teleports me back to the TARDIS, which is this time-traveling machine from space and time, and it will. Yeah, I'm completely lost for words. Thank you. Bad part out with ADD, huh? Yeah,
Please show your respect for the Imperial Palace by keeping.
Shut up. Yeah, he just goes around traveling in time, going adventures with a companion right now. The companion's going on right now. She's very, very attractive. And the game.
As you can see, like, if there's one thing that Steve was ahead of his time, he knew what he wanted. After he made this video, he went and got the companion, and he made out with her, and now they are happily married.
Yeah, he's a race called Time Lord, and they have been around since the beginning of time, and they've harnessed the power of time. Now here it is. It's shaped as something called a police box, which they had in England. Not sure if they had them over here in the States, but in the 1950s you could lock someone up in this, and there's a phone, you can call for help, and the police would come and lock someone up, and they're to pick them up. And this premise of the story is that he crash landed in the 1950s, and it's something on this called a chameleon circuit, and that thing made it look like this, so it looked part of the world like a chameleon. Alright, now I'm gonna enter it, and TARDIS stands for Time of Relative Dimensions in Space. It's a time-traveling machine, as you see here. It's the center console with all this dematerialized, and you have all the cities, house, enlightenment, you know, like city worship, that kind of stuff. Here's all the cities. So yeah, that should be ammo, yeah, capital, and stabilized handbrake, and helmet regulator. These, no clue what these do, so I'm not even gonna touch them. I think this is for time travel right here, but I don't think that works. And these are presets, or something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna go make myself a pilot of the TARDIS, which you have to do before you can do anything with time travel and stuff. So this is how you, if you ever feel like downloading this mod, this is how you activate yourself as host of the TARDIS. Go left.
As you can see here, he's saying download the mod. Well, this was a different time, right? This was a very, very different time before you had to pay for modifications. You see, before the Bethesda purge of 2017, you know, when Fallout 5 came out and nobody liked it, right? That was the huge problem. As the simple thing is, nobody bought Fallout 5, but there was only one thing to save it, and that was modifications. And then the Bethesda Stalin himself took the modifications and put them behind a paywall. Those are dark days. We're still living in it now. If you can hear me, get out while you still can. Save all the modifications. I'm looking at you! Looking at you! Who is watching this right now, from 20 years in the future. Fight for your right to mod.
Left, all the way down this corridor. Take a right. Not a left. And you should be here. It says living area. And it's just you're not really supposed to be in there, but, you know, just step on it and come here and you press set pilot. And all these spells will come up in your corner, telling you, you're now the new pilot of the TARDIS. TARDIS stands for Time Relative Dimensions in Space. I might have already said that, probably already did. Also, all these things here are small casks that can do this. Before this, I would have had to, it would have been stealing this, but anyway. Acrobatics increased. Also, I jump a lot to increase my acrobatics and stuff like that. And this is a really cool part of the mod I like. You walk through this door and just go whoop. You teleport, like, it's turning. It's playing with space and time. Here's extra rooms for...
Now, as you can see from the last video, the microphone quality has gotten so much better, and I can tell you why. The first video was such a classic that it did so well on ad revenue, right? I know living in 2019, a lot of you people don't know what ad revenue is, but the people who lived in 2011 all knew that before the great YouTube apocalypse of 2016, that you could make money from your videos on YouTube. Before it all went to shit.
I don't know what these are on the top of my head. Oh, these are the other control rooms you can select from their quote-unquote desktop themes, but they actually change the whole thing. I'm thinking about changing mine to this, and you know, this is what it looks like. You know, that's all the presets. I like this because it does have map. You know, all Cyrodiil. This is not, yeah, Cyrodiil. This is the cities. Gravel, Leywood, and this is the stuff located in the town. These are your presets. You can set presets and you derealize, and this is connected to nothing. This is the TARDIS manual. This is a Type 40 TARDIS. Blah blah blah. It just talks about what you can do. What does all these set for you? Like Enlightenment will take you to the guild of the Arcanum University or any other guild in there. You know, worship, it's city, you know, city church. And this is the prison or the castle of the town as authorities. Trade is, you know, trade district. That's easy. The house is the house for the city center. It's just the center of it. The way shrine is... That's just pretty much it. That's it for the TARDIS mod right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to go to somewhere and get the Assassin's Creed arm. What the well, that's a problem. I'm going to have to report that in the forums once I'm done this. Whatever.
And you see, after this was done, he did not indeed report this on the forums. I've gone to the forums myself, and no, it's not there. It's not there. I've looked everywhere. Either it was a glitch, either the Illuminati tried to take his post down because he was trying to be helpful, or it's simply he didn't do it.
I like that. That you can go through that door like that. Anyway. Yep. So, yeah. I just always wanted to do an LP, and I've been watching my friend's LP. His name's Ardoa, and I'll put an annotation somewhere around here. Put it right here on this note if I have enough time, or put a link in the description. And/or, you know, probably and/or.
As you can see, in the olden days of YouTube, we used these things called annotations, but he didn't put one here as they're still there. So it seems to be the case that he didn't have time, for he was just so busy after this video that he couldn't do it.
And this is your door to a room. This is a note from... that was a note from the doctor saying, go away. Which, there might be a way to meet the doctor with this mod, but I don't know. Just don't that crap. Yeah, storage for this place is just unreasonable. This is all texture errors, I would like to believe. Because if not, that purple is very weird and awkward. Here's stuff with, well, it's not armor, but it's just all, you know, just normal stuff. Because in the show, the doctor, he will regenerate. He'll change his atoms, he'll gain a new personality, but he's still essentially the same person, which is a genius idea by the original creators of the show to, you know, keep the show going on even if the actors are just like, F it, and I don't want to be part of this anymore. And he'll change his personality, but he'll still remain, you know, automatically the same man. I don't even know why I said automatically. Well, it's not fit as a word there. So obviously your bed, got lamps, Up here is just another room, just really blank. Almost fell off the edge. It's just really like a blank room up here. This leads to a secondary staircase, and this staircase leads just to nothing as far as I can tell. I've briefly just looked around here in this mod before, and hey, an eternal garden. Let's go up here. Yeah, with this mod you could just get.
And that's where it ends. That's where it ends. As you can see, this is the last time anybody has ever seen Steve Jenkins. We've been looking for him for a very, very long time, as you can see by all his admirers. I would like to see more of this series. Come back to YouTube, says John Lewis. There is also a sonic screwdriver all over the TARDIS. I have that mod. It's great. If you've seen Steve, please tell me where he is. We just want to make sure he's safe. Please release Oblivion. Let's play part 3. We've been waiting for 6 years now. It's been 6 years. Who else am I gonna do reaction videos over if it isn't you? Come back! Come back! And hey everybody, that was Blairlex Reacts to Oblivion Let's Play Part 1 and Part 2! So don't forget to fucking smash that like button and fucking lick that subscribe button. And don't forget, guys, wear glasses and get asses.